Hey Leo, this is Isel. I'm new to YouTube. I am going by the name The Altruistic Mystic. I'm sorry. I'm like... We've had super weird air quality these last few days, and I feel like I'm getting affected by it. On top of just like doing a lot of readings last night and talking a lot. So yeah. Anyways, I want to let you know that I'm not going to be shuffling on camera just because it takes a really long time. And basically, by not doing it, it shaves off like 10 minutes, which is really, really helpful for me in regard to like uploading. Because it takes a really long time, like sometimes like 2-3 hours. So just be aware of that, you know, like I'm going to tell you everything that I see. So yeah, this is a love reading for Leo, September 1st to the 15th, 2018. What I'm feeling here from the general energy is that you have somebody who wants to come back and communicate an energy with you, clear something up, you know, not communicate just an energy, but clear something up. This person, they could be a water sign, they could be a Scorpio. You know, you have the Queen of Cups here presented in a prominent position, and you also have the Queen of Cups here in regard to this. You know, you have the Queen of Cups as a clarifier for that. So I feel that this is a water sign. It could be male, could be female. Whoever it is, they're more receptive to you. They want to be able to communicate with you and like have a good outcome, good feedback, good rapport, good communication. They want it to like flow easier, I think. And, you know, they're kind of stuck in a sense right now that like they are trying to figure out how to present this information to you. And the information is pretty much pertaining to a reconciliation with them. They want to talk about some of the stuff that they definitely put you through. I feel like it was a third-party situation that they were part of. I also feel like this relationship was newer. I feel like it wasn't 100% established yet. I feel that like there was more, you were in a stage of where you were really, really enamored by this person to a degree. And I think due to the fact that this situation had not been established, I feel that that other person wasn't quite on the same page as you, Leo. And they strayed. They did something with somebody else. And they feel bad about it. They feel sorry about it because I think that they're noticing, and they have noticed that like you felt much more in tune with them. You thought the situation itself was deeper than maybe they did. And I feel like you really took it hard, like really, really hard. And they want to apologize for that. They want to apologize for that because they recognize, I don't want to say that they're like all full-blown in love with you now. That's not what I want to say. What I say is they recognize the potential for something between you. And it's more than what they had initially thought of, and it's more than what they had, I guess, bargained for. And that's why they're wanting to communicate, because they see a great potential with you. They see a potential that is promising, but it's not something that's like, you know, oh my God, I'm falling head over heels for Leo because I just am so dripping in love with him. That could be for some people, but that's not like the energy that I'm picking up right now. This is a person that really liked you quite a bit, and they want to reestablish something with you. They want to stabilize something with you. And it to a degree too, for some of you, like, be careful of how hard you're holding on to this, and be careful of like where you are like exaggerating it, or this person, if it's the other way around, this person could exaggerate the way that like they have been hurt. I don't feel that's a message for all of you, but for somebody's ears, that's important for me to say, just because there is a certain level in regard to that to a manipulation tactic that like, I don't think is going to be beneficial for your situation. Like, you don't want to add negativity when somebody's trying to come and bring you positivity, or at least clarity. You know, you don't want to add to it with trying to, you know, retaliate. It doesn't serve you, especially when information like that is trying to be spoken, because that person is coming from a different level of honesty with you. And when you're trying to attach communication that is supposed to kind of suck them in a manipulative way, you actually change the vibration of what's being offered. And it's a little bit more, it makes it more difficult for that information to come through to you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so to start it out, we have the Four of Swords. So this is, we're kind of deadlocked. And I feel that this person basically, when they left, it's like they left you really in a bad space. Like I said, it was more than what you initially bargained for in regard to how it would affect you, but also, you know, you took a big time out from that. And I feel like this situation was something like you were, how do I say this? I'm sorry, I'm really trying to piece together how to say this, and I don't want to lose it. Bear with me for a second. The way in how you process this situation, after you got to a certain level of healing after it, like there was a self-recognition where you were able to realize that the way that you reacted to this dissolve of the relationship was something where you don't need to any longer. You don't need to go to that depth. And I think that also ties into being careful in how you represent, how you experience this. Don't use manipulation. Don't come from a space of manipulation. I'm really, really like, that's what I feel that I need to convey here. This person wants to bring you truth. So, you know, and you have the Ten of Wands over this situation. This has been a burden for you. You feel deadlocked in regard to this because I think communication, you felt it to be really good, and then it just like zip, it went. And with that, the Ten of Wands, you have the Ten of Wands clarifying it with the World and the Wheel of Fortune. So, you know, by getting into this situation, like, honestly, what I feel is like, it's almost scary, because it's like you're worried that you're going to be rehashing a cycle, like not getting away from things that are important to release. You know, like there's certain levels of understanding where we've been in relationships that drive us to progress in our how we operate in relationships. You know, and so I think you need to put this burden down. I think you need to put the frustration down of how this has left you. Because I feel like the information coming in is so crystal clear that you're going to actually be happy. It's like an alleviation of the worry. When I did that, like my hand came off of this Ace of Cups, you know, and this is pretty much the current energy of the reality within this situation. The nice part, I'm going to jump around because I'm going to. With this Ace of Cups, you have the King of Swords. So this is somebody that most seriously wants to communicate with you. They see that what they've done, as far as they see what they've done. I'm sorry, they see what they've done. They recognize what they've done in this situation that went against you, that shut things down here, and they want to communicate that. They want to be very, 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 very clear and honest about that. And they want to step into a level of what I feel, I don't feel that this is them being domineering at all or stabilize. I think this situation, when they communicated to you, it stabilizes them. That's what this feels like. This is very heavily that energy. When they communicate to you their truth and truly let you know how they feel about you, love you, that's like a milestone, not a milestone, a growth point for them. For some reason, it's like it triggers something in them to grow more. Yeah, so, you know, the Nine of Swords is at the base of the reading. And it's interesting because with that, hi Marcel, with that, we have this Five of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles and the Devil on top of it. Now, I think you're like super worried in regard to this offer. I think you're really freaked out. The Devil, I feel, is more so energies of the past. That's what I feel here. It's an energy of the past. I don't feel that that Devil energy is something that you're going to be bringing into this situation, or this person would be bringing into it if you were to restart this. I don't feel that. And you have Judgment here for that as well. So, you know, you're really evaluating this. You're really really digging deep. And I think another thing, again, it's really important for you to truly listen to this person, because they're trying to bear all. And there was a level of deception in the past. You know, I feel that the way that they treated this situation was more so where, like I said, you know, I feel that you were a bit more, some of you completely invested in this, where this person wasn't at that level yet. They weren't even close to that level yet. That's what I'm feeling. But in any way, this person, when they were initially dealing with you, they made the situation feel like it was more. It was almost like they kind of played you in a way that they dealt with you. They kind of like how do you say that? They basically made it seem like they were more interested in, and invested in you than what they were. That's what I'm saying. And it was a childish tactic that they did. And I feel like that is where this comes in. That's where this, like, okay, shoot, I've really messed it up and I'm growing up. That's what it feels like. This person's accelerating. They're growing up. And that's in the recent past, okay? So, you know, that's in the past. And it really shook you in a lot of ways, you know? Because the offer and their communication and how they treated you was really off the mark. It was, it's like they wanted to give to you, but what they gave to you wasn't enough. And it was also minimal because they didn't plan on giving more at that time. And they didn't have any reason to, I don't feel like that. I mean, they didn't have a reason to, because it had not been established to the degree that you had idealized it to be. That's what I mean. So moving into this present energy here, we have the Three of Cups. With the Three of Cups, with the Ace of Swords, with the Sun, with the Three of Swords. So again, this energy is wanting to heavily communicate about this. They're wanting to really, really make sure that you know where they stand, what they did. They want you to know what they did, and they're going to be honest with you. They're going to illuminate you like crazy, and I don't know if you're going to like it. But in the long run, it's very, very helpful in how you maneuver yourself out of this. And you have the option to go with them. You have the option to build something with them. You know, moving into the near future. I don't have nails. I work in a job where I'm not allowed to have nails. I would otherwise. We have the Queen of Cups. So This is somebody who is warm. They communicate from the heart. They want to soothe you. That's what I feel right now, that this person wants to soothe you. And you have the Page of Cups here with the Two of Cups. So this person most definitely wants to establish something. They want to rekindle this. They want to bring forth that energy, you know. And I feel like it is a recognition of love. I know earlier I said it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so in love with you. But for some of you, this will be like that. For some of you, this will be like, oh my God, like we're in love. And you're going to be like, oh my God, now you recognize it. And it's just going to reignite something. And I think you're afraid that it reignites something. There's a couple of different storylines here. They want to make out with you. Yeah, they love you. And it was kind of hard getting there to understand that. Because I don't think that they had ever experienced anything like you before. So, yeah. And this underneath, so it was upright for those two cards, making a decision. It fell in reverse. This is you deciding to put down the barrier and communicate. I think it's important that you hear them out. So I already talked to you about the Ace of Cups with the King of Swords, you know, wanting to very, very, very truly communicate everything that they've experienced. And by doing that, they end up progressing in a really, really positive way for themselves. But also it allows you to feel a little bit more stable in this situation, you know. It allows you to, if you choose to step into it, it allows you to be solid. Because they're going to do what it is as far as like emotions go to stabilize you. And, you know, here in the energy that's coming towards you with this person, you have the Eight of Pentacles. See the rose inside, she's got her eye set upon the rose. You know, this person, male or female, this person wants to work with you. They want to build with you. I clarified it, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. So twice you have this Eight of Pentacles, you know. This is what they want. They want to stabilize it, and they want to do that with you, or you want to do this with somebody. Either way, these readings go back and forth either way, however it works. But what's being brought is the Knight of Cups. You know, so, and a heartfelt energy, like they want to talk to you for real, you know. Here in the hopes, fears, concerns, you have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like you're worried that they're not going to bring everything to you because of what has happened in the past and because of the way that they manipulated a situation and were shitty, you know, but they're wanting to let that go. They're wanting to release that. You have the Death card with the Moon, like here, that popped out earlier. And it just popped out. There was no specific spot that I was calling for, so I just kept them here. But this is what I feel is connecting it to. They want to, yeah. They want to bring balance to what they walked away from, what they weren't telling you, you know. They want to bring balance to it. They want to communicate. And with the Three of Wands, it's what they really want, you know. I think that this person sees the error of their ways, you know. And you're on the fence too. It's like you are on the fence, like in regard to what they communicate. It's like, do I stay? Do I go? You know, this is, and I don't feel like you're automatically going. Like, I feel like you're in contemplation still with this. Like, it feels like a heavy contemplation. Some of you will be like, gone, you know, nobody treats me like that. But I feel like there's more, whomever I'm speaking for, there's more heart in this person, where it's like they want to listen, they want to understand the person's actions, because it provides the potential for something else. You know, here too, in regard to that, we have the King and Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, Swords. Now, this King of Swords is with the Ace of Cups. This Queen of Swords is with the Three of Cups. She wants to communicate clearly, receive information clearly, but under there is balance. Under the Queen is balance. We want to balance this out. It's something that is definitely worth giving a listen to, and definitely really taking into consideration the level of love that is being offered here. As in the outcome, you have the Princess of Cups. So this is an apology. This is a communication where we're putting everything on the table. We are allowing our armor to kind of come down, you know, and I don't feel that this person has a lot of armor. I feel they had a lot of armor in the past, and that caused them to operate from a negative place. You know, yeah, this Three of Swords over here with the heartbreak, you know, you have it here twice, what they caused you. But under it is the Six of Swords. This is getting out of this energy so you can experience something that is not so weighted down by what's happened. You know, like you can release it. So that's what I want to mention here. And with this apology, with this communication, you have the Fool with the Four of Swords. So, you know, you're taking your time, you're listening to it, you know, and I feel that, like, I don't know, I feel like the way that you have been presented the information is something where it's like you feel better about it. I think you're still, like, paying attention to everything that you've already experienced here. I think that you're taking into some deep consideration, most definitely. But I think also you've had enough time to be in this situation now where you've come to an understanding of healing within yourself and how this person acted. And, you know, it's not that bad to give people second chances sometimes. Like, if this were like the fourth, third even, like, no. If this were the second or third time this has happened, like, no. This is for a situation where this was the first time it had happened, and it was not intended to hurt you as deeply as it did. So show me a love and romance card for, show me for Leo, September 1st to 15th. Okay. This, and, you know, this fell out on the Page of Cups with the Two of Cups. Express your love. This person, that's what they're wanting to do. That's what they're wanting to do. They're wanting to express their love. They're wanting to communicate how they really feel about you. And, you know, I think the way they acted in the past was just their nature. Yeah, it's just their nature. They were more logical about it. They weren't, like, clouded by fluttery butterflies. Like, they were thinking with their libido, but they were also thinking with more logic versus emotional, like, you know, the emotional claws were dug in, you know. And I think this too also teaches you, or the person, whomever it is, back and forth either way, how to better approach love, how to better recognize how we experience love and how we enter into it. Yeah, when we overgive or when we overinvest or, like, oversee the future and, like, try to apply it to a person, try to idealize a situation, you know, either way, somebody here did that. And it led to a lot of heartache, but that heartache was really important for the person that experienced it because it brought them to a higher level. And they may be now on the same level too, you know, they may be able to be vibrating at the same rate, which is even better. Yeah, this person wants to communicate that they love you and they want to start something new with you. more so. They want to re-up. They want to reestablish, rebuild. And they want to make out with you. That was very, very clear. They want to make out with you. So, Leo, I hope this was helpful. My name is Isel. I'm on YouTube as the Altruistic Mystic. And I'm newer to YouTube. And yeah, so I'm wanting to definitely build more community here, be part of the community here, and just meet really cool people in the process. You know, I think that this is an awesome platform. So yeah, if this resonated, please like, share, and subscribe to me. And I hope it did. All right, take care, Leo. Happy days.